If you can talk to someone and let them know that you're struggling,
Where should someone begin if they've been avoiding looking at their finances?
if you can talk to someone and let them know that you're struggling, talk to someone that you trust. That's really helpful. I think if you've got somebody around you who has more experience, who has more knowledge, who could sit with you, but it could just be a peer, it could be a friend, it could be someone that's at in the same generation as you, who understands some of the challenges that you might be facing, and just saying to them, could we do this together? Sometimes it is just about looking at paperwork or admin or those things that are really hard to do by
That's
yourself.
right.
I know of groups of women that have met together, and they have said that just by meeting regularly together, having maybe just an hour a week where you get together, it's time that you're spending in friendship together, but it's also, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to look at? And how are we going to be accountable to each other? So what's the thing that we're going to do before we meet again? That might be, okay, I'm going to log into my pension for the first time because I haven't really looked at it and I don't really understand it. And I'm going to come away with some questions, but I'm going to go and I'm going to log in. I'm going to find the password. I'm going to go and going to find the paperwork that helps me understand a little bit more about that. And when I come back, I'm going to tell you what I found out. To do things with others and to feel accountable to others is a really helpful way to get started. Definitely look for some independent financial advice, because sometimes you don't know the full picture and you need to go to someone that has more understanding if you are thinking about making some serious decisions with your finances. Then
That's really helpful for somebody who doesn't even know where to turn to or how to start in finding an accountability partner or a group of people where they can talk to. Where can they start? What are the steps that they can take in finding that person?
So at Just Money, we don't run anything quite like that. We have resources that people could use if they identified a couple of friends that they wanted to do that with. We have a small group resource that people could then work through. I do know of some Christian communities that will have that kind of accountability group as kind of just part of their worship, part of their fellowship groups. They'll have those groups where people are kind of put into groups, and then you can choose the themes, the things that you want to work through together, and that could include looking at money together. So I think for different people, depending on their church context, it might be that there is already a kind of group set up that you could then say, well, why don't we use this time to talk about money? It might just be about just finding a couple of your peers to say, could we just do this very informally? It maybe doesn't need a lot of structure around it, but we're just going to meet for, say, 5 weeks together. We're going to set some goals of what we want to look at, and we're going to meet, and then we're just going to be accountable to each other. So I think it could just be something very informal like that.
Rosie, really
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much.